Hello and welcome! This is Mousegunner, and we're going to be looking at some more Steam Summer Sale games. This time around, we'll be taking a look at Polybridge. What is Polybridge? Well, it's better if I just show you. Polybridge, and we're going to start off... Well, I'll go ahead and do one that I haven't done yet. So, the idea behind Polybridge is that it is a bridge building simulator, more or less. You build bridges and try and get cars across them. It's more or less a building and like physics type game. So our objective is to get these two cars across to over here. So a little bit more complex with the fact that we have a raise in elevation and we have to actually make two bridges. We do have a budget right up here of 18,000. This is beginning stages of the campaign though. I only played a little bit to get familiar with the game, so I played the tutorial and then however many stages you saw earlier that I have completed in the first bit. And as a result of it being pretty early, we don't have that many materials to choose from, but later on we'll have more. So first thing we're going to need to do is make the road sections. Now, I don't want to make this too steep of a slope. So let's start like that. We'll just keep going up. All right, so one thing I did learn, kind of a lesson, is you don't want to have a really short section, which we would have if I did this. So instead, I'm going to build kind of a halfway point, and then we'll do that. Okay, so that's that bit of road. We're going to need to continue the road over here. And again, we have the same problem where we have a slope. This one's even more extreme. So we're going to have the same dilemma. So I'm going to do that. That might still be too short. We'll have to play around with it. But now we have to support the bridge, because if I just go right now, we can do the simulation. The bridge doesn't even support its own weight. And then, of course, our cars just fall in the water. That's no good. So we obviously have to make sure that we can support the weight. So let's start over on this side. Now we have to consider the budget that we have. We can't go over budget. I think you're allowed a little bit over budget, but I think it's 50%. Now there are leaderboards, more or less, that track your comparison to others. Okay. That might be okay, and then we'll link that there. And of course, we're going to need to finish it off as well. So, like so. And we can only make the beams as long as this radius here, the circle. A little bit of a limitation. You can't get around that by having joiners. Now, we could use this spot down here to help support. Right now, we're not going to do that. We're going to see if we can get away without it. And let's build the support up this way in this example. Now, to save money, I could do more of an arched support. We could probably come down now. So same thing as before, we're going to go ahead and link all these up. Triangles are your friend when it comes to bridge engineering, as that is a very strong structure. Okay, let's see how good this is going to look. And I'm going to turn on stress visibility too, so we can see what's going on. So right now, first bridge made it okay. Second bridge looks like it's going to be just fine. And we see the percentages right there. So we maxed out at 68.3% stress on our bridge. Now, as I said, we could have built up a support underneath the bridge to help out, but we didn't need to, and we saved budget. So as a result, this is where we finished on the leaderboard. So we spent 11,168, which is about where a lot of other people spent. All right, let's move on to the next bridge. So this game starts off with simpler bridges, and then you have to work your way up. So we have material wood, and we have a car. Now they've thrown in a wrinkle. We have a boat that's going to come across, and this is exactly where the boat's going to come across. Now, it has not given me hydraulics yet, so we can't make a drawbridge, so I'm going to have to make the bridge to make sure that it doesn't hit the boat. So let us just make it a little bit of an elevated bridge. And we'll start coming down. Again, you don't want to have a short segment like this because it's hard to support. So let us, I believe Z key is back up a space. Let us build like kind of halfway point. Like right about there. There. We'll see if we can make that work for us. All right, we may very well need this support here. We'll see. So we'll start with our ports here. Okay. Can't quite reach. What can we do here? We can try and move this sucker. If I hit shift and I click a little bit, it will let me move it around. What I might want to do, move this sucker. You know what? There we go. Then we can maybe shift this down a little bit. Like that. Let's see what we can do off of this. So rather than go the full length, what I think I'm going to do is just go half the length. That way, we can go here, then down. I'll have to see if that works, but this is going to be maybe rough. All right. We might not need that support below. We'll see. Got a series of triangles here, back and forth. Oh, I'm just a little shy of how far I want to go. Maybe I lower this down a little bit, as it appears that I may have made this a little too high. Let's see if we can reach up here. We can. So the main thing we're going to want to adjust is this joint. Bring it down slightly. Looks like it does highlight where you'd be in range of. There we go. And let's just continue our... Oh, and we're out of range yet again, so we're just going to adjust. Like so. Yeah, so I just need to bring these down a little bit. All right, let's see if that did it. Can't quite reach there, so we're going to adjust the contours of this. A little bit down. Go. And one more. Okay, let's see how well this bridge does. I don't know if it will do well. We'll see. Okay, already we're having a problem, so that's not any good for us. And there goes the car. Right in the drink. All right, of course we're going to try that again. So it looks like we do indeed need this structure. So what I would like to do is build... Okay, so if we do that, we'll be close enough. To there. Then we want to be close enough to there. So we'll do something like that. And then I'll build a triangle here. And then we'll do another triangle like this. Okay, let's see how that does. Okay, better. You can see the stresses. So green means we're okay. Let's see how the car does. Okay, stressing here quite a bit, but not too bad. And we didn't go over budget. 64.5% is the worst stress that we suffered. And there's our ranked. All right, so let's move on to the next level. This is a nice, relaxing, chill puzzle game. Oh, now we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So we have a couple vehicles that need to get across, but it hasn't given me much budget. So I'm going to get the feeling what it wants me to do here is build some kind of jump or a ramp, which we may be able to pull off. I think we use this as a support, and then maybe we need to catch over on this side. So let's start here. I don't know how crazy of this we're going to be able to pull off. Let's do that much for now. This one's going to probably take a little bit more experimenting to get just right. Matter of fact, that whole thing with the highlight is helping me quite a bit know where I can and cannot build. As a matter of fact, I want to back up on that one. Okay, so that looks okay. That looks good. I do want to connect here, and then I want to connect. All right, let me rethink this one. There we go. That's how I want it. That way we can do this. And then that's good. We got our initial structure. And then we just need to support that. So if I bring it down that far, we're in range. I'm not gonna be able to reach there. Ugh, I don't like that. Let me rethink that one. We need to get far down enough, like we have here, but at the same time, be able to reach there. Well, let me start by doing this one. We know we're gonna want this strut here. Maybe I just do like a point where we're going to be in range of this. And we'll do that. And then we'll make it work. So this to this. This to this. 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 And I'd like to do another triangle in between here. Ooh, wait, we can't reach. Darn. Maybe I can shift it. Ah! No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. We might have to make a midway point. Kind of make this a box. I'm blowing a lot of budget doing this though, so I'm not sure I like it, but we want to make sure we have a sound structure here and we're not going to collapse. Okay, so we should have a sound structure. Let's play this out and see what we get. Okay, one made it. The other one didn't. So that's fine. We just need to be able to catch the car more or less. So just a little bit. Even out like this might do it. It's gonna be hard to be in, yeah, sure, straight across should do it. And then I want a spot that's in range of that. And then we do this to that. Okay, nice and simple. Let us play. Clear. Not clear. Okay. Well, we're close. Maybe if I just alter... I feel like we do need a little bit more road. So... maybe not even that much. So let's back this up. Okay, and then we do another plank here. Ah. Okay. There we go. Go plank. That. See how that does. Hey, we made it. It broke, but we made it. I'll take that. Now, obviously, part of this game is going back and improving upon your previous scores, so you try and do that. All right, let's go to the next level. You know, I didn't even pay attention. We might have had better materials in that last one, but this one we have wood, steel, rope. So that should be good. I'm actually curious if we had that in the previous one, because I could have done a number of different things to help out the structure with that one. But for now, we have to figure out how to do stuff with the rope. Now, I know you can do suspension stuff. This is the first time I've had steel, and it looks like we do have a limit on that. So clearly, I'm going to need to go over top here, because it's not going to... I don't have the ability to make a drawbridge yet, so it looks like it's going to be pretty extreme, so... like that. Okay. Then we can level her out. You know what? Maybe we don't need to go quite that extreme. I'm gonna do... I should pay attention to the graph. Kind of work with the graph here. So we'll do... 1.5 by... okay, that's gonna be hard to, I think, to consistently do. I mean, I like that they have the graph to help you, but at the same time, sometimes it's kind of hard to see the lines. Maybe grid? No, the grid is already on. Okay. Just gonna keep going with roughly same angle here. Okay, we cleared it. Now we need to start going back down. I'm trying to be roughly about the same I was before. I have a couple ideas of how we're going to pull off the support of this bridge. I'm thinking the rope might do it. Okay, well we got something. I don't know if it's as clean over this way. As a matter of fact, I know it isn't, and that bothers the crap out of me. Okay, a little bit cleaner. I don't know if it's symmetrical, but... Alright, we have a fair budget here. So, I'm thinking what we do... I know you can do stuff, suspension stuff. Looks like we get a fairly long distance with the steel versus wood, as we see there. We only have 6 of these. So... 1, 2. Okay, I think we can do like a steel frame here. So same thing on this side. 1, 2. Are we on the same plane? We are. Okay. Let me undo that one. We only have 2 more, and we're gonna need to bring this sucker over, huh? Maybe not as much of an angle, we might be able to do it. Alright. I can't quite get them to match here. Maybe if it was just a slight bit lower, it'd be further out. But let me redo that. Let me see if I'm right with that. We're still not reaching. Throws me out a little bit. What I could do, just use the undo. All right, this one's gonna be tough, for sure. Maybe I used the steel. Ah, I think I have it. So I use the steel as my means of making a wooden suspension. I'm not sure if that's going to do what I want it to or not. Alternatively, what I could do... I wonder if it will let me do this. Let's see if it will. Okay, we can do this. Okay. Forget how you do that. Oh yeah, there we go. Fill. Okay, now I remember. I was trying to remember how you do a suspension bridge. That's how you do it. So you take this tool, tracing tool, you draw in between those 2 lines, and then you do a fill tool, and it will fill out the points on that. And then you just go ahead and connect the various points with your, your rope. So we'll go like this. Okay. Again, there could be problems with what I'm doing. We'll have to see. I don't know if these steel girders will stay, but if that's the case, then we can always reinforce, so... Okay, let's play. Okay, so as I thought, the steel girders aren't gonna stay, so what we're gonna do is something to keep them upright. So, let's do that. And only I could reach with the steel girder from here to here. That would make me so happy, but I unfortunately can't. Okay, well, you use wood. I'm way over budget, too. Ugh. Okay. I'm really gonna have to rethink this one. Oh, I didn't want to do that. There we go. I want I wanna delete all this stuff without deleting the bridge. Didn't mean to delete the bridge. Okay. Can I delete the trace line? Oh. There we go. All right. Maybe not as tall. We'll do it. So... we've got to have some height to it, though. Oh, I have an idea. This one, you can get a little bit away with... hold on, is that right? No, that's not right. Oops. There we go. Then what I want to do... build this up. And we'll reinforce it with wood, perhaps? I don't know. Somehow I feel like I gotta get structure going here to do this with a rope, but maybe I'm overthinking this. I mean, it could be. I am the kind of guy that does that sometimes, but I wonder with this, like, what am I supposed to do with this? But clearly there's something here that I'm missing. That I need to do. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. And it just now occurred to me. I'm gonna try something to see if it works. Okay, so I'm playing with this. Draw the trace. Okay. We're gonna fill it. Ooh, not with steel. Rope. Fill. Okay, so I have an idea. That idea is to use rope to come down this way, like that. And then, hopefully, this will keep this under tension, I'm hoping. Okay. And maybe the same thing from here. Now, I might run out of budget again, but I just want to see if this will work. How I'm understanding it. So, from what I understand, we're putting this under tension, so this should stay. Okay. I don't know if that was a failure or not. Okay. So this one's stumping me a little bit, but what I might need to do... oh. And steel, don't need that. What I might need to do is put some tension the other way. See if that works. We're gonna do baby steps here. Now again, I'm over budget, but I just want to see what happens. So yeah, see, it all comes crashing down on us. It could be because I don't have it fully built out yet. I'll just do my best here. And I'll take the over budget. And we'll see if I can figure this one out. If I can't figure this one out, that's alright. I'll toy around with it later on my own time, but Let's see if there is a way to actually get this to work. So, yeah, see, it still collapses. Clearly, that's not the solution. You know, I just realized, I have this doing that, but I actually don't have any tensioning rope here. So let me try that out. Let's see if that is part of our problem. So I'm definitely out of money there. Ugh. All right, well, maybe just one rope will do it. See if I'm right. Okay. Play. Okay, I was partially right, because it seemed like it was a little bit more stable than it was before. Alright, well, obviously there's more to it than for this particular one, but they're really throwing me a tough mission here, I think. And I'm going to have to work this one out myself. But you kind of get the idea for the game, and you start getting into more complex stuff. One thing I do want to take a look at real quick is... let's take a look at that previous mission, just to see if we had... oh, we just had wood, so there wouldn't have been any better way in my... well, I mean, sure, there could have been a better way, but we couldn't have used the materials we had for this particular one. Unfortunately, I'm just at a point where I'm a little stumped, but there's obviously something that I need to do that I am not thinking through, and that's kind of the point of a puzzle game like this, is you mess around with something until you can figure it out. But in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and the look at this game. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.